Happy Valentine's Day. So good afternoon. It's nice to talk to you. We've planned some getaway this afternoon, and so I don't know how that'll work out, but we're engaging in all sorts of friendly deceit to make this happen. See, the weather's 40 degrees here, and it's windy, so I apologize if it's harder to hear me today. The short list today that comes to my mind is what does Trump have to do to people to get them to change their mind? And I'm thinking of our boy Graham, from the Republican from South Carolina. He's so strongly for Ukraine and Israel, and now he's become an isolationist at the risk of our interests abroad and in Europe. What does Trump have on these guys? And while we have, I think it was 22 senators voting for aid, Graham wasn't one of those. And it was $60 billion, so it's quite a substantial amount. And Ukraine needs the funds. No joke. So that's quite disconcerting, in my opinion. The failure to support Ukraine and Israel at this time, while we figure out exactly what we want, and I suppose Israel may be more difficult for us as a policy question, how we handle that. And Netanyahu makes that difficult, but Hamas is no friend to peace either. So, meaning the end of hostilities, if you will. In the category of WTF, we have the House Intel chair, Mike Turner, claiming that they've gotten information about a national security threat, and he's asking the administration, see, even the dogs are complaining, he's asking the administration to release the information of this national security threat so it can be discussed among the members of the House and the Senate, the public, and the administration. Jake Sullivan, at a press conference today, was asked about it and said he couldn't go into the detail. And he seemed to be saying that we had a meeting previously planned and we're going to discuss it at that meeting. So, what do we make of that? Was it a dodge or was it the truth? Is he really going to tell him? Is it a national security threat? At this date and this time, perhaps he's not saying the sky is falling. Turner, that is. And so hopefully we'll have an answer in the next 24, 48 hours what that means. In New York, in the contest for the unsaintly Santos's seat, it appears that the Democrat has won. He's got an 8-point difference, which parallels what Biden got there. And it sets a tone for pressure in the House to make it more difficult for the Republicans to prevail on votes. Not that they're finding it so easy right now, given the fact that the Republican conference in the House is split 7 ways to Sunday. So the trouble we have right now, we have a government in chaos. Rabbit just ran by me. His little white tail bouncing in front of me. The trouble we have in the world is Trump charged in 91 felony counts, 4 different indictments, twice impeached, and a major defendant losing in civil cases is calling the shots for a Congress that makes no sense. And tomorrow we have Trump Day, if you will, because tomorrow what's going to happen is Trump is going to appear in New York, and they're going to set the trial date in Bragg's case, so the hush money case. On the same day, it was originally thought that Trump was going to go down to Florida, because in Florida, Willis and Wade are the subject of interest, whether or not they had some conflict that justifies them being removed. And perhaps with that, if successful, maybe the entire staff of Willis's office. My guess is that the defense will not deliver the goods, that they have misled the court about when their relationship was, and that after the hearing, they'll be permitted to continue to prosecute the case. Of course, we'll find that out shortly. The House, having accomplished nothing because of the resistance of the Republican speaker heading a split conference, decided to pretend to accomplish something by impeaching Mayorkas, who is the head of DHS, implicitly and expressly saying he's the reason we have trouble at the border. There has never been a cabinet officer impeached before, and with good reason, because they're implementing policy. And that's not to say there couldn't be that exception, but this case is not that one. And those who in the Republican Party are embracing Putin and Russia so fondly should take an eye and take a look at how a Russian sociologist just got 5 years in custody, and what was it for? Criticizing the war. Now, we have the ability to criticize Biden and others. Indeed, the Republicans apparently have the ability to say anything that comes into their head, whether it's true or not, however distortive, however traitorous, however wrong-headed. But I'm not subscribing to the view that Russia is the way to go. In fact, the opposite. I believe that the treachery is in the containment of free speech. But when you have free speech and you fail to use it, you shouldn't be surprised when we see the political and departmental chaos that has captured our government. We're unable to solve problems at hand and to evaluate them because the coin of the realm is the last great lie that somebody tells to get an advantage politically or otherwise. So I'm walking a different place where there isn't a cathedral of trees today, but I look forward to being surrounded by trees tomorrow after we've had our secret Valentine's Day celebration somewhere. I don't know yet because I'm still working on it. So all the best. Hug your friends. Be close. Be well. And with any luck, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.